that on,
and it'll pull it as you go.
Automatically, as the water level in the tank comes up,
it'll flow, trip, and pump it out.
Yeah. And there's two flow switches. One shuts the machine down, the upper one there, and then the lower one down the bottom turns the pump out on and off.
Okay.
Your supply pump is here. That's your supply pump. There's a switch for it.
And that should be on at all times when you're using onboard water.
Right. You fill the tank here, and that fills this tank underneath.
Okay.
This brings it into the machine. So you could either have this here, or you hook a garden hose up
to that and run it in. Okay.
For the most part, you're just going to have this in, and that's it. But if you wanted to run direct line, you just hook right in here.
And that is going to be part of our issue, is because we don't keep the van was not stored indoors.
Oh, this stays outside?
Well, as of right now it is, till we come up with some other game plan. So we'd have to drain that tank every time and
winterize it.
I even brought chemical if we need to go through everything.
So you want to winterize it today?
Well, I'm just saying, because until they use it on the first job, it might not get used for a week, a month, who knows.
Oh, yeah?
So I brought 6 gallon. I hope that's enough.
Yeah. Well, that's strictly for carpet cleaning, correct?
This?
Yeah.
Well, the water, yeah. You wouldn't normally need it unless you're just extracting. Correct?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So we could winterize it, because any carpet cleaning that we have, we can do with extractors until
we have a big enough job that calls for it.
Exactly.
All right. So we'll winterize it today with you, or you'll winterize it.
Yeah. Well, that's why we brought the brain trust.
Yeah.
We got the Three Stooges stuff. It's as good as it gets.
Yep.
Oh, we're in trouble.
And you got oil pressure override. That's for starting.
Yep.
You would pull your choke, hold your override over, crank it up, let go of the override. Once the oil pressure is up and everything's good, it'll stay running.
Okay.
So you just hold that for a second, let it go. Then at that point, that becomes your pressure pump switch. So if you want to run water pressure, you have to turn that on, and now that turns on your pressure pump. So there's your supply pump, pressure pump, and pump out. Your speed control for the engine, you can push that in, pull that out, or you can turn it, and as you turn it, the speed will
up and
come
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Reels, you want standard. Got a shut-off valve on here for in the house when you want to change tools, like go from the lawn.
So you're not paddling it.
tool.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Your vacuum hose, you got 2.5 is on top,
Okay.
and then you drop down to 2-inch.
All right, for longer runs.
Yeah. This machine comes standard with the, I think it's a 50-foot 2.5-inch.
Okay.
And then the rest is 2-inch. So you'll pull, this is going to go to the machine, and you're going to pull the rest of it.
The other end off, going to the, okay.
We always put this on top because that's going to go to the machine.
And then you
You're
go
always
as
gonna-
far out as you go to that, and then hook the other end.
You're always going to use this. The other stuff you're going to, according to how far you need to go.
Is that sections on the rest of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Like 50
foot-
footers?
all 50
Okay.
footers.
Good.
And this here is in 50-foot lengths also. Your standard wand, standard 2-jet wand that comes with it. Nothing fancy there.
Does what it's got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about getting one of the new dry ease ones too for the
Yeah, they're nice.
that new one they come out with. It's got the brake on right on the handle and all, so you don't have to fight pulling it back.
Yeah, with the glides, they work
A little bit better.
a lot
Yeah.
better. Yeah. These are your standard. And then if you're going to do a lot of flood work, you want to get like just an extraction one that doesn't have any valve.
Yeah, plain and simple, yeah.
Just a simple.
Feed it up, yep.
You don't want to run this on any kind of concrete or anything.
No, we tell
Destroy
them
it.
not to.
Yeah, you tell them, but that doesn't mean anything.
I like doing it on top.
Yeah.
Scratch it all off.
Especially when people are watching.
Well, we only do it on tile after we've scratched it up on the concrete.
Yeah.
Or you go, since you got the paper.
Got a filter up the top here for your blower. And you got a basket over here. This here, keep an eye on it, and maybe, probably weekly, you're gonna have to clean it up depending on your usage.
Yeah.
Over here, there's a basket which collects it right off of the wand.
Okay.
So this you may have to clean throughout the job depending on
depending
how much
crap
debris you're
pulling
picking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you're doing a flood job in the basement, you're picking up a lot
All
of
kinds of
garbage.
floaties.
You
Yeah.
may end up cleaning this throughout the job. But this is your first stage of the waste filters. And then this is to protect the blower from getting any debris in
Anything
it.
through that. Gotcha.
Got your seal around the top here. There's a tapered edge goes to the back. And this end's just squared off, and this is tapered. This goes
Okay.
to the back.
Got it.
Okay, got oil levels in here. Oh, they're on the other side. Oil cyclist is
Oh, okay. Yep.
in this position on the other side.
Okay.
You got one there, and one on the front, one on the back. There's
Okay.
two of them. Cyclists for the blower oil. Pump oil. It's hard to see, but there's a cyclist through here for the pressure pump oil. You can kind of look through here and see it.
Yep.
So that's for your pump oil. Keep that around the center. This here, right
Around the middle,
around
yeah.
the center. Engine oil. Have a dipstick right here.
Okay.
I mean, all of your oils are very important. You want to check, especially with an air-cooled engine, you want to check every day.
Yep.
They tell you every time you use it,
Yep.
but they tell you that with your car too. So
Yeah.
we know how that goes.
And this is part of the pump out here.
This is your pump out. Brings it off the bottom here. It's controlled by this float, and it pumps it out through that hose.
So you just make connection here to run it
Yes.
somewhere to a drain
Yes.
or something.
Yes. And this actually has oil in here too. But this, it's not something
You're gonna have to mess with
you're
it.
not going to have to mess with that. There's check valves in here. You take these bolts off, pull these brackets off. There's check valves in here. You pull this
If
top
we have to
off,
clean
you
them,
have
we
to
dump
clean
them
them.
off.
It's all, it only fits one way. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you pull these caps off, lift this up, and then you'll see them. They're right there. Take them apart, clean them out, put them back in. 4 of them. Well, your battery is up front there. Yeah, it's a small automotive type battery. So it's pretty much independent of the van, although it does tap into the fuel tank.
And you don't have to have the van on, so it can,
No,
everything
the
else
van
is
can
good.
be off, but you need to be a minimum of a quarter tank of fuel.
Okay.
Around a quarter tank is when the machines run out of fuel.
Okay.
Got it.
You say that's the overflow sensor?
This is to shut it off,
Uh-huh.
and this is for the pump out.
Okay. Okay.
They're both the same switch. But this one controls the pump out, this controls the shutdown of the machine.
Okay, so if something happened to that switch and it didn't pump out, it got your water level reached there,
That's
it would cut
basically a
off.
safety switch there, really.
Right.
Okay.
And everything, anything can malfunction.
Oh, no,
Right.
believe you me, when it's around me.
Yeah. Yeah, they can and they will.
Yep.
So, in the event that this malfunctions, you get water through the blower, it's not the end of the world. Drain your tank down, run it till it's dry, and then lube it. And I'll go over that with you too, lube it. The main thing is, if you get water in your blower, you want to get it dried out.
right
it's
away.
not like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I destroyed it. It's not like that.
It's good to know.
There's a screen and orifice in here that circulates the water through the machine as you're running. That says on there monthly, clean them. That's going to be based on your water quality where you're at.
Okay.
Some people have to clean them more often. Some people never have to clean them.
Yeah.
You're going to know after a while. You're going to know when they start getting dirty.
Now this has some kind of, if you're doing carpets and you have this on the heat, there's a bypass in there somewhere, so.
Well, that's
kind of
what
what's
this
in there.
is.
Okay.
This circulates
Yeah,
the water,
so it's not
keeps it
cooking.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a temperature. That's water box temperature. When that reaches 165, it dumps it into the waste tank. Just sucks it right out.
Okay, so
Fresh
it's done
water
over
comes
heat.
in.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Wow, they've come a long way, man.
Well, I'm hoping it's all good. Glenn said this is going to do everything.
All right. You got chemical check valve is not something you're ever going to touch.
Okay.
The top one you don't want to touch. This one here is another filter. It's another thing. Over
Depending on what
time,
you're dealing with.
depending on your water quality and everything else, will determine how often you have to mess with that.
Okay.
You basically you want to keep an eye on these back here. If you notice they're getting dirty, then
That'll
check
trigger
that.
whether you want to go
Right.
there. Yeah.
If
Okay.
you pull this out every time it's spotless,
Don't even have to go
then
there.
you don't need to go to that.
Yeah, because that's downstream, I'm assuming.
Right.
Got you.
This is your last
Last
this
thing
is the
before,
end.
before it goes out.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
And this is a check valve for your chemical system.
Okay. And we're
So
not.
there's no reason for you to touch that unless this isn't working.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
This bypass valve, you don't want to mess. You don't really want to mess with that either, because what that does, it dumps water right into your waste tank. If you want to cool it down, or you have a real touchy job where you have to have cold water, you turn this all the way down, and maybe you'll crack that open. For the most
But that's
part,
the only reason you need it.
right.
There's no other reason for that other than that.
Not really.
Okay.
You open this up, you're dumping water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You're basically just dumping it right through the system.
Right, to cool the machine down for whatever reason, if you get a cold job where you have to have cold water and you want to crack that open to make sure the water stays cool.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're going to leave that closed and you'll adjust your temperature according to this.
Okay.
Most times you're just going to leave it up and not touch it.
Okay.
Your pressure regulator here, and it's got a lock nut here. And you set your pressure where you want it, and then you back that nut into it and
No
lock it
cranking,
in.
got it.
Just a little turn.
Yep. No.
Because if you were to leave that out and leave that in, vibration,
Slowly
it
could
could
build it up,
slowly
or-
work its way out, fall off, and then you'll be collecting these pieces off the ground.
Remember that, Richie.
You got this. Two of these. This one has nothing inside of it.
Okay.
There's a clean hole. That one has a ball bearing. That goes up against.
Up
the
against the back. Yep.
piece. There's a little bullet in there. If this were to fall off, that's going to shoot out and launch somewhere.
We're not going to do that.
But it's easy to
Yeah, I know. I see
curve
what you
that
got.
way,
Yep.
curve
Yep.
that way. Pop it in there. Real simple.
That works.
Take it
We
about.
like simple.
Take it where you want it according to your pressure
Gauges,
gauge. Spin that out. Give it a little turn. Lock it in. Simple.
Simple enough.
We've covered everything. Now it's just
Yeah.
run it. Run it. That circuit breakers. That's the main. That's for your pressure pump. That's for your pump out. Your little push out. It'll pop out. Maybe that far if something triggers it.
So as soon as you fire it up, you're pretty much, that's already getting ready, that's ready to suck already. There's no off
Oh, yeah.
on or any of that
Nope.
to that.
Nope.
I mean, basically, pump out according to whether you need it.
Yeah.
Temperature, you're pretty much going to leave it where it is.
Now, if we're not, say we're not doing it, all we're doing extraction, we should just leave that on off.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
if you leave that on, it's
Right.
heating water and
Right.
bypassing it.
Right,
Yeah.
extraction only.
Yeah.
You're just going
That's
to
it.
you're going to start it and let that go.
And that's it. Start sucking water.
Yeah, right. Pump outs according to whether
How much
whether
we're
you're using
using,
it or
yeah.
not. Pressure pumps according to whether you need it or not. Temperature according to whether you need it or not.
Gotcha.
And chemicals, same thing. If you're not using it, just leave it off. But this here, this runs in conjunction with this.
Yep.
If you turn this off, this is already off.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if that was sitting on and still
Yeah,
off.
it's not doing anything. Because this works in conjunction with this.
Now, is that something we have to worry about, chemical being stuck anywhere in that pump too, freezing?
We're going to go over that. too.
Okay.
You're going to have to. You do
Make
have
sure
to,
we have to get everything
You do
drained.
have to do that too.
Okay.
It's all part of the winterizing.
Got you.
I'll let you run it a little bit, and then we'll go over the winterizing.
Okay.
I'll let you guys winterize it so you know what to do.
Excellent.
I'll just get you a hose. And,
Okay.
let you play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Sounds good.